welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Millie and I'm a veterinary nurse. I've been qualified since 2022 and I currently own 6 rescue guinea pigs. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something really important, and that is nuggets. What they are, why they matter, and what kind of things to look out for when you are buying nuggets for your guinea pigs. So what are guinea pig nuggets? Guinea pig nuggets, sometimes also known as pellets, are compressed little pieces of hay, nutrients and some other ingredients, and they can be fed to your guinea pigs as a supportive part of their diet, alongside lots and lots of hay, vegetables and water as well. Okay, so some general rules of what we want to be looking for in a good quality nugget. We want them to have an overall uniform appearance. So we want them to look nice and boring. They should all be the same colour and they should all be the same shape. We really want to be avoiding muesli style mixes and party style foods. So these are the kind of foods that contain lots of different ingredients. They're really artificially colourful and they've got lots of treats mixed in with them. And these can actually be really high calorie foods. So there have actually been some studies done on rabbits that have eaten muesli style diets, and it was found that these kind of diets did lead to obesity and also dental disease. And the effects were so conclusive on these rabbit studies that it was actually deemed unethical to repeat them on guinea pigs because the negative outcomes were so conclusive. So that's really strong evidence, that this is not a good food type to be feeding. Muesli foods with lots of dried fruits mixed in can also be really high in sugars, and these can be so disruptive to the gastrointestinal system in guinea pigs, so they really can cause terrible tummy upset. So generally we want to be avoiding these mixed style foods with bright and unnatural colours. The next thing we want to be looking for in our packaging is fortified vitamin C listed as one of the ingredients. So not just vitamin C, it needs to say either fortified vitamin C or stabilized vitamin C or something along those lines. So guinea pigs actually cannot synthesize their own vitamin C. They cannot make it in their bodies at all. So they completely rely on having it in their diet to be able to sustain themselves. And they cannot even really store it in their bodies very well. So they do need to have that vitamin C topped up on a daily basis. And vitamin C plays a really crucial role in the maintenance of healthy blood vessels, bones, the immune system, and also in wound healing as well. So vitamin C is particularly important if you have had a guinea pig that has been unwell or they've had surgery. It's so important that we get that vitamin C into them. Guinea pigs that are not getting enough vitamin C in their diet can develop a condition called scurvy. So some of the common symptoms of scurvy include lethargy, poor wound healing, bleeding gums, general stiffness and reduced appetite, poor coat condition, so their fur just looks really unkept and messy. They can have a hunched posture and they can also have quite a pronounced spinal curve. So they look really kind of hunched up and they just generally have kind of an uncomfortable look to them. And we never want to be feeding nuggets that are formulated for rabbits. So if you're seeing a bag of nuggets and it says for rabbits and guinea pigs, just straight away just avoid this food, because rabbits, they do not need vitamin C in the same way that guinea pigs do in their diet. So probably it's not going to have enough vitamin C in it. So totally avoid anything that says it's for rabbits. And it's important to remember that nuggets should not be the only source of vitamin C in your guinea pig's diet. They should also be getting this from the daily vegetables as well. So unfortunately, vitamin C, even when it is listed in the ingredients of your nuggets as being fortified or stabilized, it will still degrade. When vitamin C comes into contact with oxygen, it basically degrades away the quality of that vitamin C. So some studies have shown that even fortified vitamin C levels can degrade by up to 50% within a period of just 3 months from the packaging being opened. Always make sure to keep your nuggets in an airtight container. Keep them out of direct sunlight, and I would highly recommend avoiding bulk buying your nuggets. So, buying really big bags of nuggets, even though it's usually cheaper. But unless you're going to be getting through that giant bag of nuggets in a period of less than 3 months, you're going to be losing all the good quality of that vitamin C. So just buy smaller bags that that you're going to use within the 3 month period. Another really important aspect of nuggets to consider is their fibre content. So fibre is an essential component of a guinea pig's diet due to the fact that they are high in gut fermenters, and this means that they need a constant stream of dietary fibre to keep their guts moving. If they don't get enough fibre from their diet, then they can become very ill very quickly. So guinea pigs do also have teeth that never stop growing. So they need lots and lots of dietary fibre to help wear these teeth down. And if they're not getting enough dietary fibre and these teeth are overgrowing, once again, this can be a real medical emergency. And unfortunately, some different brands of guinea pig nuggets will use different systems to measure the amount of fibre that their nuggets contain. So the different measurements are crude fibre, which is a measure of the tough, least digestible fibres. And crude fibre often underestimates the true fibre content of a particular food. The other measurement that they might give is called total fibre. And this usually measures more of the fibre that the guinea pig can actually use in its body for digestion. And that includes insoluble fibre, which is really essential for grinding down those teeth and encouraging gut movement. And also soluble fibre as well, which is the stuff that feeds the healthy bacteria in the guinea pig's guts. Most brands of nuggets will only display crude fibre on their ingredients list. And ideally you want a crude fibre content of at least 18 to 25%. And once again, it's important to note that the main source of fibre in a guinea pig's diet should always be from their hay. So the nuggets are just a little extra thing that we're giving. You should really be giving your guinea pigs hay multiple times a day, and it should just be in constant supply for them, because that's what is going to be providing the most fibre in their diet. So the next thing we're looking at on our packaging are the levels of calcium and phosphorus, and specifically the balance between these two ingredients. So calcium is essential for keeping guinea pigs' bones and teeth healthy. However, guinea pigs are really efficient at absorbing calcium from their diet, and too much can be a risk factor in the development of bladder sludge and stones, which are both serious medical issues. And it is just important to note here that high calcium alone does not directly cause bladder stones. And I will be doing a more in-depth video on this specific topic in the future. So it's really important that calcium levels are balanced with phosphorus levels. And phosphorus is another mineral that works with calcium to maintain healthy bones and organ function. The ideal ratio that we're looking for in our nuggets is about 1.5 to 2 of calcium to 1 of phosphorus. So we want more calcium compared to phosphorus, and that's for adult guinea pig. For babies and pregnant females, you may opt for slightly higher ratios of calcium compared to phosphorus, and this is because they have a higher need for calcium because there's so much bone development going on. If the level of phosphorus in the food is too high, it can actually demineralize guinea pig's bones and cause dental disease and weak bones. And if the calcium levels become too high, then this can increase the risk of bladder stones and sludge. And it's also important to consider other sources of calcium in your guinea pig's diet to ensure that overall intake does not become too high. So we also need to be considering what veggies we are feeding as well, because some of these can have quite high calcium content. So the next measure we're looking at is crude protein. And protein is used in the maintenance and repair of muscles and organs, and it's really essential for growth. Excessive levels of protein can put additional strain on the liver and kidneys, so we don't want that level to be creeping too high. And for adult guinea pigs, we're looking for values of about 14 to 18% protein in their nuggets. For baby guinea pigs under 6 months old, you may need slightly higher levels of protein, around 18 to 22%. And once again, this is just because they are doing so much growing. So the next ingredient we're looking at is crude fat. And fat is really good for providing energy and aiding in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Although too much fat in a guinea pig's diet can lead to weight gain and obesity. Ideally look for nuggets with a value of 2 to 3% fat for adult guinea pigs and 2 to 4% fat for babies under 6 months old and pregnant females. So how much pellets should I be feeding? Ideally, we want to be just feeding a small amount of pellets, so about 1 teaspoon per guinea pig per day. And often the packaging will list much higher amounts that you should be feeding. And it's really important just to ignore what it says on the packaging and just feed a very small portion of these nuggets. Ideally, hay should be making up 80% of your guinea pig's diet. So nuggets are just a tiny portion of what your guinea pig should actually be eating. And by feeding a higher proportion of pellets, you're actually encouraging your guinea pigs to eat less hay. So this means that they're getting less of that really important dietary fibre and less grinding action on their teeth as well. Nuggets really are like little cheeseburgers for guinea pigs. They are so calorie dense, and it really is important that we are just giving a small portion as a supplement alongside lots of hay, vegetables and water as well. They should not be making up the main component of your guinea pig's diet. And I would also suggest that if you do have multiple guinea pigs living in one cage setup, to provide multiple bowls to reduce fighting and give everyone a chance to eat. Okay, so that has been part 1 of my ultimate guinea pig nugget breakdown. And in next week's video, we're going to be taking a deep dive into 7 different brands of guinea pig nuggets available on the market in the UK at the moment. And we're going to take a look at their ingredient profiles and really break down which one is the best to be feeding your guinea pigs. So do stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you did enjoy this video then please leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what brand of nuggets are you feeding your guinea pigs at the moment. And I'll see you guys in the next one.